Welcome, everyone, to episode 30 of the Brewhouse podcast, a podcast between two brothers where we talk about gaming, tech, entertainment, and everything in between. This week, we're going to be talking about and giving our thoughts on episode 2 of The Mandalorian. If you haven't watched our previous episode, we talked about episode 1, so be sure to go ahead and check that out before we watch this one. And overall, what did you think of the episode, Jonathan?
I thought it was good. I thought the pacing was better in this one than the first one. There wasn't as much downtime,
Of him just like walking around.
him walking around, him learning how to ride the creature that he needed for that episode. And I thought it was solid. I mean, the music is great, the acting is great, the story is great. It's funny. Nick Nolte returned as the little dude, which is good. But I'm surprised. Well, I like that, there wasn't, a time skip or something, or he was immediately returned to drop off Baby Yoda. So that makes me seem to think that this first season will be revolved around Baby Yoda in some extent. Like he might go back next episode and turn him in and then realize what he did was wrong. And then that's when he recruits, IG-11 and the other chicks, and they go get him back, and he splits what he got from it or something like that. So, but no, I thought overall was good. It was good.
Yeah, I like how they kind of took a page from the first episode. I wonder if they're gonna do this on every episode, where like before the title screen they have like an action sequence. Like in this one, the Trandoshans came and were like pretty much trying to kill Baby Yoda, and you saw they had a little fob thing, I guess you can say, for Baby Yoda 2, just like IG-11 did. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's going to be kind of like John Wick, where all the bounty hunters are trying to, go after this, kind of like how in John Wick 3, everyone was trying to kill John Wick kind of thing going on.
It could be, because I mean, this is such a high value target that there are going to be a lot of people going after him. And once they found out that, he has left the quarry where he was, more people might be trying to go after him, but I don't know.
So he gets back to his ship, and I thought this was really funny. It's been scrapped by the Jawas, yeah. And he takes a few of them out, and I saw a picture. I need to send it to you, but it was Baby Yoda watching it.
I saw it, yeah.
And it was like, yes, murder. When he was
I like how his rifle disintegrates them.
Yeah, like just straight up disintegrates.
Shoots them, but like their bodies completely disintegrate, and then just like their clothes fall to the ground.
Yeah, so goes back to Nick Nolte's character, and Baby Yoda eats a frog, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, I love that.
Burps it, and he's pretty much going to take the Mandalorian to negotiate. They negotiate, and this was really funny too. The Jawa saying like he sounds like a Wookiee, stuff like that. That was really funny. So,
well, this is the first time that they give subtitles to the Jawa.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah. It's first time you've had conversations with them, I'm pretty sure. Another thing I forgot, in the fight with the Trandoshans, Mando gets like a cut on his arm, and Baby Yoda hops out of his crib and walks up and tries to like pretty sure try to heal him with the Force.
Yeah, like Force heal his cut, like seal it or something.
Yeah,
like
kind of like how we saw that in episode 4 with Obi-Wan when he like healed Luke pretty much. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But he was like picked him up and put him back in, and then Baby Yoda hopped out again. He's like, all right, pick him up, put him back in. I'm going to close the hood on you. So, they go and negotiate with the Jawas. They had a kind of a Western / Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade with the tank kind of segment where he's chasing for all intents and purposes, their big tractor that they ride around in.
Yeah, no, very Indiana Jones, wherever they're going to go crush the side of it up against the rocks like it does in Last Crusade. So, no, I thought it was good. It was a good action sequence. And I mean, it's what I'm glad is, it's showing that the Mandalorian is human.
Oh, yeah, he gets his ass kicked this episode.
Yeah, a lot.
Even more so later.
Yeah. So that's why I'm glad that they didn't just introduce this character. He's all this badass, just do whatever he wants, takes whatever he wants, which it seemed to be like in the first episode when he walked into the bar. Yeah. But no, it was a really good scene.
He's also kind of, I don't want to say naive, and I'll tell you why I think that later. Maybe uneducated is a better word, or oblivious. No, oblivious might be a better word, because the Jawas want him to go and get the egg, which is an egg from, I guess, a beast called a mudhorn, I think it was called.
Yeah, I
And
think that's what it was.
looked different than it did in the trailer. In the trailer, it didn't have a horn. It didn't have that giant horn. I'm pretty sure. But in this, this horn is huge. And the Mandalorian pretty much gets his ass handed to him by this thing.
Easily.
Yeah, it's about to kill him. And then the answer that everybody already knew, Baby Yoda can use the Force and just like lifts this mudhorn up. And one thing that didn't really make sense, I don't know, I guess he knew where to stab this thing. But after Baby Yoda drops him, he stabs it and he dies like instantly. And it's kind of just like,
it'd be one thing if he like stabbed him in the eye or something like that, but he didn't do that.
Yeah, maybe even
and we
that's
already
where the brain
know
was
that,
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we know that his helmet doesn't have like any radar tech or anything in it, because every time he needs a Seafire, he pulls off his sight glass from his rifle.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what that is. And I mean, that was a good scene, but I think that there's other motives why he's doing all this, why he's trying to get the gear and everything like that. I think he's maybe trying to, rebuild his people or something like that. I think there's a greater motive behind it. So that's why he's pretty much at all ends. He's going to do what it takes to get the job, to get the bounty done and everything like that.
Yeah. Because in the first episode, he was like the blacksmith made him the thing, and he said, and whatever's left can like go towards I don't know if he said clan or something like that, but can go
the
towards
guild or whatever.
Yeah, can go towards the other Mandalorians in their little area to help people out. Which I mean was always kind of a thing with the Mandalorians. They were very, take care of your own, kind of stick to with your own people kind of thing.
Right.
The scene was really funny of him going back with all his parts to his ship after he gets the egg, which the job was literally just wanted to eat the egg. It was probably like a delicacy for them or something.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I don't get why that was. I think that was maybe just a big joke at the end that, it's like, really, that's what you wanted and you get all my parts back.
Yeah. But I mean, it was pretty funny though. But
yeah,
I don't know if you noticed, I saw somebody post a picture on Twitter. They're going back on his little trailer thing, and it's being pulled by one of the creatures he had to ride in the first episode. And it's like all his parts to his ship on the back. If you look on the side, you can see his little space toilet. They had taken that too.
Yeah, I saw it. I
thought that was really funny. So they put his ship back together, and apparently it would take like a couple days to do it. Nick Nolte's character helped him. And you see the Mandalorian, like this is why I was kind of saying in episode 1, he's technically a bad guy, but yeah, he's like he was very gracious for what.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. He's not a hero. Guy. He's not a bad guy. But I mean, he's an anti-hero, trying to split profits with him, try to do anything he can.
Trying to bring him on as a crew member.
Yeah, but in the end, he all he can give is his thanks.
Yeah, and Nick Nolte's character, we need to learn his name. I can't remember what it is.
I just know that I know it's Nick Nolte, and that's
he was like
be remembered by.
He was like, I'm paying you back for getting rid of all the pretty much pirates in the first episode and bringing peace to my land.
He has the land back and not have the people squabble and come destroy it anymore.
And then so he takes off and he's going, we're presuming, back to Werner Herzog's character to turn in Baby Yoda, or potentially not turn him in. We'll see. But I was wondering when they were going to show Baby Yoda using the Force. I guess they kind of had to in this episode. That's pretty much what the entire episode was about.
Yeah, I think they did it early, but also mainly to show the extent and the toll that it takes on him. So
yeah, because he was out
thinking. Oh yeah, I mean he was out for probably a week or two, working while they were working on the ship and everything like that. So, I think it was good that they did it. They got it out of the way, so people aren't building up that hype moment. Now it's just going to be, is this character going to go on to even the second season? Is this going to be a companion that's going to be following around the Mandalorian the entire time? Yeah.
So what I was talking about with Mandalorian kind of being oblivious, he didn't know what the Force was.
No.
Which, granted, it's been 5 years or however long since the events of Return of the Jedi, but to me, the Force is kind of like a well-known thing. You've heard of it, you might not believe in it, but I don't know if things have died down since because like everybody knew about the Emperor and knew he could use, and Darth Vader, and knew they could use the Force. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the way I think about it is, if this took place 5 years after episode 3, then yeah, I can understand that, because Jedi's there were more of them. It
Mm.
wasn't so much of a legend. It wasn't, as it depends on where he was raised and the stories that he heard.
And
So I
this is
mean,
also all Outer Rim planet, so it's kind of on the
yeah. So
outskirts, kind of disconnected from everything. So that could also be part of it. But I just thought that was kind of weird how, like, you travel. You would think this dude's traveled a lot and heard a lot of stories and everything.
right.
But he doesn't know what the Force is. Or maybe he's heard of the Force, but he's obviously never seen it in person.
Yeah.
So there's also that. But yeah, I really liked this episode. What do you think of the length? Because I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's definitely shorter than both episodes have been shorter than I thought they were going to be.
I wish it would be like 15 minutes longer.
And I heard somebody talk about this. I think they probably didn't know how to break this season up. So they might be using this as a template to kind of see how they need to structure their episodes and when they can break them up.
Because I'm going to say, going forward with the Marvel series, if the Marvel shows are this short, I'm going to be disappointed.
I will be very disappointed because
those are heavy story related.
And for some of them, they're one and done.
Oh, the seasons.
The season. It's like 6 episodes and the season's done.
I want to say almost all the seasons that they've announced so far are one and done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, because I don't know how they would do multiple seasons.
Most of them lead into the movies.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like WandaVision and stuff like that leads into Doctor Strange. So yeah, I don't know how they would come out of that. But yeah, we're definitely quality over quantity type of people.
Yeah,
but definitely want to see the episodes get a little longer.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, like they don't have to all be hour long and filling in dead space kind of thing.
I mean, if you think about it, they're like 35, 39 minutes.
I think episode 1 was 40 with like credits and everything. So 38, 37 around.
So I mean, you're looking at an hour TV show with commercials.
Yeah. And then episode 2 was shorter. Episode 2 was like 33 or something like that, or 36 with like credits and everything.
They might have cut stuff out that they had planned for the episode, and they knew the start and end point, and maybe they had something in there that they cut out. So
yeah, and I feel like the episodes will get longer once we get to the end.
I think so. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if like the finale is like an hour and a half or something. Like the last 2 episodes are an hour long each.
Yeah,
but I think overall that this episode was better than the first one.
Mm-hmm. I think they were about the same for me.
I'll give it a slight advantage just for the pacing issue, but I'm interested to see where it goes forward. I'm glad it comes out on Friday.
Yeah, me too. Just get home, kick back, and watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
we're both excited to see where the series goes for this season and for the next one, because it's being filmed right now. We're pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it is. Jon Favreau confirmed.
Yeah. We're also excited. The Witcher is a month from tomorrow. God. If you think about it, and season 2 for that already got confirmed. Also, kind of a side note, did you see season 2 for the Lord of the Rings series got confirmed?
I saw that. So I mean, that's another in review show that we're gonna have to do. Yeah,
but I don't think that's coming out until like 2021 at the earliest.
2022. When does that even take place?
It takes place in the age in. What age is in the movies? The third age?
Yes.
It takes place in the second age.
So when Sauron was in power the first time?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So when he was rising to power?
We'll see Sauron like growing and like not growing, but like getting power.
We'll see a Isildur and
It's before Isildur, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Maybe see his rise to get the ring, maybe?
Yeah, we can do some research and maybe do an episode on that. Talk about
what we expect of it.
Yeah, because I mean, I've watched videos on a lot of the lore, but dude, that lore for that is ridiculous. Like all the names and all the.
It's so entwined. I mean, it's Game of Thrones on crack.
Oh yeah, it's. Game of Thrones is a cakewalk compared to that.
Yeah, because you can actually read the names of the characters from Game of Thrones and be like, I think this is how the name's spelled. But you see the Lord of the Rings and Tolkien writing, and you're just like, yeah, I don't even know what that is. It's just a bunch of symbols.
Yeah, with this, you have characters. The one character has like 3 names, and you're just like, okay, and two of the names are like impossible for you to pronounce. Like
Exactly.
Gandalf has like 2 or 3 names, and he's the same character. Gandalf the Grey has 2 or 3 names, but then he comes back as Gandalf the White and has like 2 more names or something. It's just like, all right, I'm losing this. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up. Kind of a shorter podcast / episode / review, but the episode was short and it felt fast paced because you had the chase scene. Good. Yeah, you had the chase scene. You had the fight scene at the beginning. You had him incinerating the Jawas, which was hilarious. Mm-hmm. And then we had the fight with the Mudhorn, and for all intents and purposes, that was pretty much it. Still a really good episode. If you're listening and you're thinking about watching the show or getting Disney Plus, like we said, Disney Plus is absolutely worth it.
I mean, to me, how much have you watched on Disney Plus besides this?
Started watching the Clone Wars.
Okay, see, that was the next thing I might do this weekend. But other than like, if you're watching it, if you're getting it just for the Mandalorian,
wait until all the episodes are out.
Yes, wait until all the episodes are out and then get it. Maybe see if they have a free trial or something. Get it for 7 days and just binge watch it, and then cancel it, and then wait for the next Marvel show or so or whatever, the next big show. Because I mean, there's a lot of like old shows on there and everything like that. But if you don't like watching, old movies are repetitive, or you already have them, like the ones you want to watch, then I wouldn't get it. Because I mean, you have all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars movies, but it's like I have access to all those on my Plex.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't too. So like, like we get the steel books, we have access to all these movies already, but we're in the minority, I would say, for people that have all the Marvel movies.
Well, yeah, and then my Plex server, I told our brother today that I need to invest in a 10 terabyte drive because I have 5 terabytes of movies on my computer that
Jesus
I need to.
Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's where we keep all our movies. So anyways, guys, we hope you all enjoyed this episode. We have a couple ideas for what we're going to do. We're not just going to be doing the Mandalorian reviews.
No, we're going to be talking about video games. I mean, I'm really considering getting a Fallen Order this weekend to play with the kids with my wife being out of town. So I might do that and knock that out this weekend. I just need to decide if I want to spend, the $55 from Best Buy to get it.
I think it's worth it. I'm playing it after this podcast. So
I can get the deluxe edition shipped to my house for $55 from Best Buy.
Yeah. And it's, just to touch on that real quick, it's EA, but there's literally no microtransactions in the game. And it's Respawn. And it's made by Respawn.
I'm not saying it's EA.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to play Titanfall is what you need to play.
Yeah, Titanfall 1 and 2. Yeah, I need to play those.
I have the first one that you can play on PlayStation. It's actually a decent campaign. The gameplay is fun if you like Apex.
Oh yeah, the gameplay is Apex.
Yeah, but I'm saying the multiplayer is actually fun. There's a good story to go with it.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking all the video game awards stuff got announced today. We'll probably record an episode for that either tomorrow or Thursday. And then we also, like we said, we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars Episode 9 coming out in a month.
Yep. The Witcher, we can kind of touch up on what the story in that's going to be. We can do some research. I have a basic understanding. Just to let y'all know, if you don't know, The Witcher is based on the books and not on the video games.
Which is good, because the book is always better than the movie or the video game.
And you can't base the series off the video games because the video games are based off the book. So you can't base something off something that is based off something else, is what I'm saying.
Have you seen the Prince of Persia game that's based off the movie that's based off the video game?
Okay, you can't base something and it be good.
Exactly.
So
no, I think I like quick thing about The Witcher, then we can end it. That it's going to be more of a horror and not so much fantasy.
Yeah, it'll definitely have some action in it, but the dude's a monster hunter straight up. So we're gonna have some monsters. I'm very interested just from the trailer. The CG looks good. I'm very interested to see how it looks on different monsters and so on and so forth, and how much of it is going to be the political side of stuff in the first season, setting stuff up, versus the actual monster hunting.
Right.
So, anyways, guys, we hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to follow on whatever platform you're listening on. We post these to all major podcast platforms as well as YouTube. And we stream these episodes live on twitch.tv/Brewski. You can follow me at Brewski on all socials. And you can follow JT at JT Broussard on all socials. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, you should follow, subscribe, like on whatever platform you're listening on. And until next time,
release the Snyder Cut.
And keep gaming, brothers. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.